We're in the process of developing our own culture. Taking between the three companies, okay, and merging it all together to form one culture, which is gonna be the FedEx Freight culture, okay? All right, so, we have accidents, injuries, things like that, property damage, freight claims, okay? So they're having a meeting one day with Fred Smith, and they're all happy because they said, oh, we only wrecked 200 tractors this year, where we predicted we were gonna wreck 250. And all of a sudden, the meeting came to an end. Fred said, hold it, stop. This is wrong. This whole thing is wrong, okay? We shouldn't be happy that we only wrecked 200 tractors, or we only did so much in property damage, or we had so many injuries. The new thing now is 0. That's the number we're gonna be happy with. That's the number we need to strive for in everything related to safety, is 0. And until we come across the board with zeros for everything, we're not gonna stop and we're not gonna be happy. Okay, we're gonna be disappointed in ourselves. All right?
I'm sorry.
So, with that said, like it's on the door over there, we come up with what? Safety above all. Right? This is what it's all about now. This is what FedEx Corporation wants from us. Safety above all. Okay, now a lot of you guys I've trained, almost all of you. I think we've probably gone over some of this stuff when I trained you. Alright? For the ones that I didn't train, or the ones that I trained a long time ago, this is what we are now, like it says right on the door. Safety above all. This is what they're paying us to do, to be safe. This is what they want us to do. They want us to do things. They say do a pre-trip, do a post-trip. Okay? Get in and out of the trailer this way. Okay? This is why they're paying us what they're paying us, because they want us to be safe. Safety above all. If we go out and we take care of ourselves, okay, physically, we take care of the truck and the trailer, we take care of the freight, we take care of the motoring public and all our customers, and we're safe, everything else is going to fall in line. There will be no problems. Okay, we're going to deliver the freight, we're going to pick it up. But this is what they want. Safety above all. So, what we're going to do is we have this little thing, we're going to start with some pre-shifts in the morning, we're going to start going over some basic stuff. Some of you guys who haven't gone to school yet, you're going to go over, maybe you did it in other jobs, the Smith Safe Driving System. We're going to start with the Smith Safe Driving System. Okay? I don't know how many of you remember that, because everybody does it at school when they go to school. Alright? So Johnny is going to take over. We're going to start with the first one in the Smith Safe Driving System, which is aim high.
Some of you might know, and some of you might not know, there are 5 keys to the Smith driving system. The first one, obviously, is aim high. Second one is get the big picture. Keep your eyes moving. Leave yourself an out. And always make sure they see you. Okay? Aim high and staring. Rick, what does that mean to you, aim high and staring? What does that mean?
Collier?
Yeah, you.
It means always pay attention.
Pay attention to what, though? What are you looking
Everything
at? When you're aiming
around
high,
you.
what are you looking at?
Excuse me?
When you're aiming high, when you're driving, you're aiming high, what exactly are you looking at?
I'm looking down the road to see what's coming at me.
Thank you. Excellent. Repeated glances well ahead at the center of the intended path lane that you are traveling. Keep your vision high, way down the road. Practice looking 20 to 30 seconds down the road. You do not want any surprises. Look where you are going, not where you are at. Okay? Here's some clues for low aim steering. These are bad. These are bad things to do when you're driving. Veers far left to avoid object on the right. Hugs the left side of the lane. Swings too wide when turning left. Not looking through the intersection. Not seeing what you're coming up to. Uses bright headlights when overtaking at night. Sits on front of seat pairing off the front of the bumper. Mostly looks at few cars right in front. And fails to reduce speed under poor visibility. Good habits include keeps your vehicle centered in the lane, sees moving and fixed objects at least a block away in city traffic, at least a half a mile ahead on expressway or a highway. Maintains a safe following distance, avoids swerving when passing other vehicles, turning or approaching parked vehicles, reduce speed to allow for poor conditions or reduce visibility. Any questions on that? Everybody understand that?
So, hey, guys, we gotta remember, we got a picture, this is what you gotta picture, okay? This was how I was taught when I first started to drive, okay? Back when there was rubber tires on the trucks and chain drives. No, I'm not that old. But anyways, okay? But I did know drivers who taught me did drive those kind of trucks. So, yes, stop laughing, Johnny, you're just as old as me, older. Okay, so, what do we got? We have like a giant box, right? See how good I can do it. Here we go, right? How's that? Does that look like a box? This is it, we got a giant box. This is what we've got, okay? Whether it's a straight truck, a pump, or a van, all right? We'll put a couple of wheels on it, how's that? There we go, okay? So we gotta take this giant box and we gotta go down the road. So, we have corners here, 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 on the back side, the front. We have the tractor in the front or the cab of the straight truck, okay? It's a giant box we're trying to get down the road, okay? So we have to be thinking all the time about all the corners of the giant box, all right? Probably everybody in this room has moved or helped somebody move at one time or another, right? You know, you're trying to get a refrigerator or a piano or a couch or something through the hallway, down the stairs, out the front door, okay? Basically what we're doing, we're trying to take a giant box and go down streets. Some of the streets that were built long, long before we were born, okay? So, for our aim high and steering, when we're going down the road, we need to be looking ahead. We have to be watching what's in front of us also. No, there's no doubt about that, we got cars in front of us. But we also have to be ahead down the road for the low wires, the tree branches, what's going on ahead of us. There's construction, there's a school bus, there's, you know, some activity ahead of us. Aim high, we have to look down ahead of us, and at the same time be looking, we have to also pay attention to what's in front of us. We know that, it's kind of like a dual thing. But the more we pay attention to aiming high, where we're going, okay, and looking ahead and watching, better our chances are not running into things. We're coming up on stuff and saying, whoa, what's happening? Because we see it already, and we're preparing ourselves, okay? So, remember, the giant box down the road, aim high. So when you get to the situation, you've already developed a plan. Okay, I see the construction up there. Okay, this time of year, as we know, we live in an area where we have lots of trees. Trees, with lots of branches, wires, we can't see in branches. It rains, the branches hang down. Okay, all the tree huggers don't want to cut the trees, all right? So we have that obstacle. We have to pay attention to that. Especially now, we have some rain, okay? We've been getting a little rain now, which makes the tree branches sag a little bit. The water gets on it. And what's gonna happen next, the leaves are gonna start falling off the trees, right?
Slippery.
So we're gonna have leaves on the ground, it's gonna get rainy, it's gonna be wet. When is it the most slipperiest in a rainstorm?
When it first starts.
When it first starts, right, why? Oil on the road. Until it rains hard enough to wash the road clean, that's the slipperiest part. So if you have a day where it's kind of drizzly all day and it doesn't really rain hard, it's gonna be pretty slippery all day long. So you need to be aware of that, okay? Especially when we're driving trucks that would bend, you know, you turn in corners and things, it's very easy to truck to slide. All right, so that's one thing there about the oil in the roads until it rains hard enough to wash it off. All right, so when it does rain, which we haven't had a lot of rain lately, but it's gonna rain, we all know that. The leaves are gonna fall, and next month, what happens next month?
It's cool, everything starts freezing up.
It's snow.
Well, let's not rush that. What's gonna happen with the clock?
Oh, the time change.
Yeah, we're gonna have a time
Darker
change, and
earlier.
what's it gonna be? Dark at 5 o'clock, when most of us are gonna start coming in, okay? As we all know, the hardest times of the day to see are what? Anybody gather?
At
No,
night.
don't answer, Bruce, if you know. I just want somebody different.
Okay.
Just pick on somebody.
At night.
Now when you come in, shut your
There's
lights
2
off.
times a day where it's the hardest to see.
Dawn and dusk.
Louis. Who said that?
Jeff.
Dawn and dusk. Dawn and dusk are the hardest times to feed. And we're gonna be coming in at that hour at night, the dusk hour. So that's where you have to pay attention, special attention. Especially older, the older you get. Most of you guys are younger here, okay? Some of us are older. As we know, as you age, you need more light to see. Dusk becomes very hard for a lot of us, and when we get older, okay? So, and dawn also. But, anybody have any comments? Johnny, you wanna add anything?
Just watch your height with the trees.
Aim high,
Aim
aim
high.
high and steering.
If you see a tree branch coming at you, and there's a car, just don't drive through it. Slow down, stop, let the car go around the tree. Okay? That 30 seconds it takes you to do that is pales in comparison to if you rip a hole in that trailer. Okay? Take your time. Take the extra time. Because the extra time is going to save us a lot of money. It's going to cost us a little money, very minimal, to do it safely. Do it safely, and everybody goes home. All our equipment comes back undamaged.
Safety above all, okay? And in the first one, we had Stevie Brown was talking about how he blindsides into a place and he was trying to get in there, the guy stopped, and then when he looked back, all of a sudden the guy's moving, trying to go around him, okay? What did Stevie say? From now on, he's gonna go around, even though it takes longer,
Do it on the
okay?
good side.
He's gonna do it on the good side. So he has more control of the situation, so he can control the situation. Nobody's gonna fault him for, Art's not gonna be watching him and say, oh, look at Stevie, he's going around the long way and taking 5 extra minutes. No, he's doing it the safe way. Safety above all, that's what they're paying us to be. Remember, there is no insurance company here. Everyone in this room is the insurance company. Okay? Right?
Right.
That's it. FedEx pays for everything themselves. Okay? We damage stuff, we pay. It comes out of our pockets. So we're the insurance company. So the better we perform, the safer we are, the less accidents, injuries, freight damage, all that. That means it's more money to put back into the company. Newer equipment, newer facilities, raises.
When
We
you're
just gotta
backing out, when you're backing up, if you need to get out,
Yes.
you
get out.
Yes.
Very
get out.
good.
If you need to get out 3-4 times, you get out.
Yes.
Right. We had, what was it, Pat? Pat came out with a good one. Always expect